Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer-Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today.
Somewhere in between, round the table with your friends, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And if life ever knocks you down, your dice will surely turn around. Roll your stats, it's time to quest. Let's put your characters to the test.
Hello, and welcome to Knocked Prone, a podcast of high crits, small fits, and varying wits. My name is Cade, and I am the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I am joined here by the players to my left.
Mason playing Lakir.
Brooklyn playing Litzy.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Blink.
Awesome. So as last we left our adventurers, Tess, would you like to give us a quick rundown?
Well, yes, I would. We were just walking over, maybe to go explore a city, maybe to see where the Great Grumbopolis survivors were. I think we're still a little bit split on those. But then we ran into the wizards climbing out of Great Grumbopolis, and we were like, yo, what's up? And they're like, hi. And then she had Tim, and so it was really exciting. And then we learned about anchors for the Fae, so we might be able to go in the Fae without losing time. And they decided to, stick to their own right now, which is fine. And we're going to go adventure, and hopefully they'll survive.
All right, yeah, so that's where we left you guys. You guys are standing. Dot at this time has gone back to tend to some of the young and make sure that they are acclimating well to the world. As you see that, like, a bunch of the wizards are like feeling the grass and like smelling the flowers and like completely just so happy that they're feeling like free again.
Is Tess reacting in pain to the burning?
I probably am.
Tess,
Also,
what is wrong?
I am not sure. Give me a minute. I'm gonna roll to try to perceive, like, which direction it was that, like, when I was going when the burning started.
Okay.
Like, just trying to get an idea where it might be coming from. 13. What should I roll for it?
Arcana.
14.
Okay, so as you are kind of feeling at your, like, scald...
You know when people use those, like, sticks to sense water?
Yes.
I'm doing that with my hand.
Dowsing rod.
Dowsing rod, yes.
Close.
So, yeah, you're doing that with your hand?
A little bit, just kind of, like, trying to see where it burns the most.
All right. Well, yeah, so as you're walking towards the east, it, like, burns, and you, like, it burns to the point that you, like, place your hand on the wound, and as you are and then you like turn around, the burning stops, but as you kind of like go towards the east a little more, make me another Constitution saving throw.
13.
With a 13, the pain builds and builds, and like you touch your arm and your eyes like go like white with pain, and you fall to your knees and pass out. So we're going to pause this scene for a second here. We're going to go with Tess's brain for a second. You have a vision as you get this pain. The same red dragonborn lady that you saw before appears to you, stands over you, and says, Tess.
Yes?
Have you told anyone of your mark?
I don't know. I have not.
Okay. Good. Well, I wanted to let you know I can't really reach anyone else on the outside world, tell Blink that his people are waiting for him.
Do you guys know where you are in relationship to Great Grumbopolis?
That's a little hard to say.
I can tell Blink.
Thank you. Tell Blink that we're waiting for him and that we're very excited for his arrival, and tell him that, and then like, and you wake up again.
How long was he out for?
5 seconds. Okay. But like, thud, hit the ground, and 5 seconds is a long time for a person to be passed out in like life.
Right.
So
I will start moving towards you, and like, Lakir will be going and reaching in his bag and pulling out one of the honey potions, like in a panic.
First thing I do is I make sure I didn't crush Tim.
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay. Hold him a little bit. Sorry.
I'll be holding out the potion. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. There's just... It's so weird. I don't even know what to say. I promise it'll make sense. I think. And then I'm just gonna walk away because I can't take it. Too much anxiety. I can't share it, but they don't know what's going on. I just walk away.
Okay. Yeah. You walk away. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm not the best at reading people, but do you know what that was about?
I'm also very confused, but I don't feel like Tess would never have any ill intent, so we should probably give him some privacy while noting what's going on and maybe checking back in with him soon.
Right. Just odd. Are you all right to continue moving, Tess?
Yes, I feel fine. I feel fine now, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the burning completely gone. Like as soon as you stopped having your vision, you went back to normal.
So am I standing near Lakir and Blink, and Tess is kind of away a little bit? Blink, Lakir, we definitely should keep an eye on him, though. You know, keep an eye out for any kind of signs that something's different, something's off with him. If you ask me, clearly he knew at least a little bit about what's going on. He seems to be avoiding something. So, be wary.
Let me go talk to him.
I think that's a good idea.
I'll see if I can figure this out.
Okay.
I awkward shuffle, like, trying to hide that I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over to Tess, looking over my shoulder to make sure no one's like immediately close, and I'm just gonna ask him, what was that about?
Blink, I've just been told that your people are excited to be able to see you again.
My people. There are other living Dragonborn?
As far as I know, I can't be 100% sure. I don't know exactly how I know it, and I can't share how I think I do. It's hard to explain. But I think they're to the east.
He's just kind of like in shock, like taking all this information in, living his lifetime thinking that there were no Dragonborn, So yeah, I'm just kind of like in a like quiet shock for a moment. And after a little bit goes by, I guess I'll turn and say, well, thank you for letting me know. Don't let anyone else know that I said this, but I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, you have been a good friend on this journey. And then
Is it the hand with the mark?
It is. And then I'm going to be like, and kind of act tough again.
Nice.
Are we walking towards... Is this all stationary, or are we walking towards something?
We were stationary, I believe. That's how I kind of pictured it.
Okay. While this is going on, I'll kind of be like... Well, that aside, I have to say, it's kind of refreshing that No one remembers me. I get to be a whole new person. I'm not Amalek's child. I'm me. Quite freeing, actually. And you'll see Lakir kind of just smiling to himself as he's thinking, what do you think they're talking about?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping that maybe Blink will have some kind of information for us.
Should I spy on them?
I'm not against that.
I'll summon the fox and attempt to have him sneak on over within range.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth.
Natural 20.
Oh man.
Oh, yes. Your fox. Your fox salutes as he army crawls towards the conversation, so silently, camouflaged in green, so that he doesn't stick out amongst the grass. And you're able to hear their conversation.
I'll be whispering basically what they're saying back to her in real time. I don't know at what point in the conversation would I have come up.
Yeah, like what information does he get?
And that's why I think we should kill Lakir.
I figure I hear Blink being sensitive. Do I hear the conversation about how his people, or do I come in after that?
Probably right at the end, so you don't get enough information that you really know what's going on. But
Okay.
you kind of hear Blink say something about like, I thought that it was just me, and then you hear sentimentality, and that's much.
Nothing extreme. They're not plotting against us. I'll snap Phoenix back. I don't know, but kind of sweet.
So, when we get back, I'll be like, thank you for being patient. I think we should head east.
Right? I'm perfectly fine with that.
I actually agree. I think that's a great idea.
Wonderful. Let's begin travel. Anyone know any good songs?
I am the last living dragonborn. I don't know anything about any others.
Going on an adventure, a Tim and Tess adventure.
Yeah.
And then, are you also traveling east?
Yes. After considering everything, Blink kind of had a few choices to make. He could go after one of his oldest friends who has been captured and imprisoned in Grumbopolis. He could go and try to find his people who he's wondered about his whole life, or he could, stick with his new friends that he's made, and be loyal to them since, they're immediately, with him.
Right.
And so that's what he's going to do. He chooses to go with his friends with the intention of finding fixing these other issues later.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. Love it. So you guys start traveling east. All right. Well, you guys walk into this grass. It's tall grass. And they're...
Velociraptors. First thought.
Caden, how'd you know? And you hear...
Don't go into the tall grass.
So you walk into the tall grass and you continue forward, and the grass starts to recede and get shorter and shorter until it is again level, and there is the forest that you grew up in, Blink, stands kind of before you guys. And yeah.
I make sure the cow's okay, and I
Also, because
I
it
haven't
wasn't,
mentioned him yet.
you tried to put Litzy's father on the cow and
Yeah, that's
have it
right.
go away.
And then he just put me on the cow, and I was like, "This is nice."
Yeah. So you guys travel for a ways. The cow grazes. Is there something you guys talk about as you travel through these tall grass other than velociraptors?
I feel like you might have mentioned this, but why didn't they know who you were?
Well, Well, you've had some information passed along to you from Harold. The books, they're able to be tampered with to affect people's memories. My father...
Oh, yes. I think I vaguely remember you speaking about this in the tower clock.
Yes, I point to the... I don't know if you're still wearing it, but I point to the blue strip on my arm.
Oh, I think I would be.
Yeah. This is... Yes, same situation. Dot was the first one to not recognize me, at least that I know of, so... I don't know exactly what my father did, but he's messing with the people again. What do you think his overall goal is? Power? He already has that.
And how, like... I mean, it seemed like Oleander was such a revered figure to just disappear. Do you think...
In my father's opinion, Oleander was a fool and weak. He did not have the means nor power to dictate Great Grumbopolis, and my father always thought that was his right. I thought he already had his power, though. I don't know why he's enslaving the city. It just concerns me. But it'll have to be something we deal with another day.
I definitely want to return to Great Grumbopolis in somewhat timely manner to hopefully salvage whatever we can. There are definitely people there in danger. Obviously, we need more information. That's the whole reason why we're taking this journey, to hopefully find help. But I really do hope that we could help the victims that are up there with your father.
I concur. My father is not pleasant to be the servant of. In any case, what do you think we'll find?
I have the small sense that we were always told that the world outside Great Grumbopolis was more dangerous than it actually was. Obviously, I'm not sure, and so far we've run into a lot of unfriendly creatures, but I can't help but feel like there are civilizations out there similar to ours, but I guess we'll find out.
Do you think they're thriving?
I imagine it that way, but I guess I don't know.
Off the record,
Yeah.
can I speak to wolves?
Yes. Totally.
Dope.
100%.
Okay. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I was just thinking of that. Okay.
Interesting. Is that a Dragonborn
Yeah.
thing?
That's how I was raised by wolves.
Oh,
right.
very nice.
Yeah, I'm Mowgli, dude.
As we kind of travel, Lakir will just be basically telling the others, like, different scenarios of, like, what he thinks he'll find. One will be of, like, a ransacked town that is just, like, propped up, essentially. Others will be that there are, like, basically he'll theorize if there's a thriving city that is the rival of Great Grumbopolis that we were never supposed to know about in the fear that we may be lured to it, like, just different things like that to pass the time.
And then in the background behind him, you can hear Tess telling Tim all about their adventures. And then there were these like large animal fuzzy people creatures, and one of them was blind. It just keeps going.
I love it, my heart.
So you guys enter into this rain. It's more of like it starts as like a forest, but as you go farther and farther in, it starts to be more of like a rainforest. And Blink, you don't recall it being like this. It seems like there's been some change since you were raised here, and similar to Underneath the Rainbow. And everyone roll me a perception check.
11. You're just amazing tonight.
22.
8.
18.
Because I got
Nice.
Tim. I got Tim back, so my character's just pumped and rolling good.
Okay, so Tess and Blink, you guys hear through the trees, you hear a low, like a, and you guys have approximately 6 seconds to do whatever you want about it.
What if there's towers of marble that are just
Hold on,
high
Lakir.
into the sky?
I'm hearing something.
I'm gonna immediately react, and I'm just gonna go, "Oh!" and I'm gonna try to call upon my wolf family to see if they're anywhere nearby, so that I don't accidentally kill one of my own.
Right. Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
All right, and what I'll do in the meantime is I'll cast guidance on Litzy.
Oh, nice.
I rolled poorly.
Okay.
Would I be able to use I haven't really taken advantage of this, but would I be able to use my Tides of Chaos to roll with advantage?
What does your Tides of Chaos do?
So I just get advantage on one attack, ability, saving throw, or check.
Go for it.
Once per long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. You could use an inspiration point, because I think you have some of those. But yeah.
Better roll. Oh, still not great. It's a 9.
Okay. So you hear, you do the, "Arr!" and it like echoes through the, like off the trees. But the clearing that you're in is kind of more dense than you were hoping for. And no call is heard back.
And I haven't howled for a long time.
Yeah,
you know,
so it's
I'm
more
a little
like
off on
you
my
have a
wolf
voice
speech.
squeak in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So everyone roll initiative.
12.
No.
I pre-rolled.
15.
19 for me.
19. Nice.
4.
The monster's going to come out. It kind of got the jump on you guys, so it'll have a surprise round for a second, and then it'll go into the regular initiative order. But a giant saber-tooth tiger, like big saber-tooth tiger that you guys have seen in books, leaps out of the forest trees and snarls. And as you guys look at it, it has bones sticking out of its skin, and like part of its head is like concaved and missing, and like you can see just like innards of this cat as it approaches the party. And who? This is an awful question, but who is going first? Who is like in the walking order?
If no one else will take point, I will.
I think it would be me. I think I was like walking
That's
ahead,
true.
talking
You
to,
were-
to
Oh, you're
Tim
right.
and just
Okay.
kind of off in my own world, but kind of a little bit trying to like lead the way, maybe to push us to go a little further east, even if we didn't find anything, then the group may have naturally walked, if that makes sense.
You were the one that started leading the way, so that would
Yeah.
make sense.
So this saber-toothed tiger is going to run forward, and it's going to attack Tess. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
Meets beats.
Oh, dang. Okay, so you're going to take 10 points of slashing damage and make me a strength saving throw.
11.
Okay, you are knocked prone by this creature's bite, and it's going to, when you got knocked prone, it's going to do a bite attack at you as its bonus action, and that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then you'll take another 10 points of piercing damage instead of slashing damage this time. And with that, it like snarls a really big snarl at you, but it has you in its grasps. It lets go of its grasp and starts backing up. And you're allowed to take an attack of opportunity against it if you'd like.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, so it like relinquishes you from its bite, and it starts walking backwards, and it like continues to growl, and that's where we're going to end our session for tonight. My name is Cade, and I am the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I'm joined here by the players to my left.
Mason playing Look Here.
Brooklyn playing Litzy.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Blink.
Awesome. And if you like our podcast, make sure to leave us a recommendation to a friend, or leave us a review if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or places that have places that you can leave reviews, because it really helps us out. With that, we hope that you remember that when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.